Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Mickey Mikeworth, and today I'm going to talk about the 12-week year. But if any of you really wondered if I was a redhead, you're going to see it today. That's the sunshine coming in out of my window. So I'm going to talk to you about the 12-week year. The 12-week year is a book. It's written by Brian Moran. It is really, the reason I use that book is because it has a system that will kind of get at the everyday person to be, I'm looking for it right here. So they have a workbook, and we give you a PDF when you join. We give you a workbook from the book. So you have to read the book. If you're going to join the 12-week year accountability group, you have to read the book that Brian wrote. And then I will send you this workbook. They also make these fancier ones on Amazon, but it's literally the same thing that we're giving you. So one, free, and it's really around a system that you're going to kind of start to track and keep track of your goals. Like, how am I doing? And every day you get a scorecard. And this scorecard, for everyone who doesn't like being held accountable, this is your sticker. That's your sticking bit. So it's learning around accountability. Now, so many people have really anxious or unkind things to say about accountability, and they don't like to be held accountable. And what have I learned? I've done 18 rounds of this. And so what have I learned as the person who's guiding? What I've learned is that what I thought it was when I started isn't what it ended up to become. And that's because this weird thing happens. And the weird thing that happens is, as you walk people through, how do they keep promises to themselves that they focus on it and they come to group, and there's a lot of learning. So when you first do it, that first couple rounds, if the first 2 or 3 rounds, they're a little wonky, and then you start to get into a rhythm. But what actually happens, the people that stay with that program and do it kind of every time, I only do 3 rounds a year, but when you stay with it and you start doing it, what ends up happening is you start to keep promises to yourself. And when you keep promises to yourself, it's easier to make another promise. It's also easier when you start keeping promises to yourself. All the old promises that you packed up back here, they all start knocking at the door. Hey, remember us? Can you work on us too? So it's a whole process. What I have learned as a guide, as somebody who does an enormous amount of teaching, who does prosperity mindset, what I have learned is this, that there's something that's super simple that makes people really succeed at a higher rate, and that accountability isn't about what we've been told it's about. So one, the way to do well in the 12-week year accountability group is to get a hold of your calendar. The people that absolutely chunk out 3 hours a week to do their tasks, they all succeed. I mean, they all get it done. So it is, the first thing you learn is you got to get a hold of your calendar, and you got to hone in on that calendar. You got to commit to your calendar. The second thing that I've learned is what happens when you start keeping promises to yourself is this amazing thing happens. And that is that you start to build harmony with all the different parts of yourself. And that harmony, you watch people just unwrap. You don't have any idea how much crunchy stuff we keep because we weren't accountable to our own dreams, our own desires, our own mess, that we have all this unfinished questions, and no wonder we're all anxious. What ends up happening after you do it 3, 5 times is you start a pattern, and you watch people's shoulders come down, because it is now a way for them to look at the things that they want to do, not as task, but as harmony, harmony, harmony. Let me build a better relationship to myself, to the goals that I want. And that's what's going to happen for you, is that you'll look for the goals that you want and the things that you want to achieve. In that group of the 12-week year accountability group, it is super easy to not do it, because guess what? I'm not checking your paperwork. You're not handing this in. This is only for you. You are going to keep track of your own stuff. We're going to ask you for a report. How did it go? But this truth or lie is yours. And what ends up happening is people start to realize how many ways they sabotage the things that are the most important to them, and how many times they put something off or don't finish it, or that these little feelings come up. And it is, even in the book, when Brian wrote the book, he's like, look, you don't try to do this alone. And that's why accountability partners are there. But this isn't about an accountability partner. This is a group. This is a group of people who understand that there is a greater reward in the end. And that greater reward is you can look yourself in the mirror and you can trust that person to do what they say. To say, yep, I'm gonna plant this garden. I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to finish this book. I'm going to do whatever. When you can be the person who trusts you 100% of the time, you start to build a harmony. And a harmony in your rituals, a harmony in your patterns, a harmony in flow. And when you have a community that can support you, that's when you get true magnification of, not only can you learn to trust yourself, but you can also trust the group to keep you on track. And the group keeps you on track. It really does. It is so inspiring to me. So this is my invitation to you. I will not do this forever. That I'm doing it. It is a 6th day of work for me. So I will not do this forever. But I am going to do this next round. And I'm going to invite all of you to be part of that. And I will probably do it through 2026 for sure. But this is my invitation to you. If you are someone that feels scattered, that doesn't get your stuff done, that doesn't know the direction in which your life is going, that you have just had a lot of things change, that you want a system that allows you to be more effective towards the things that are important to you, not all this shoulda stuff, but the things that are important to you. If you want to do the things that you want for yourself, this is a good tool. So people are from all over the country. The groups are small, and I'm not doing it for the big money because I don't charge that much. I just charge you $10 each week. Like, you can't get anything lower than that for a price of something that actually works. And it actually works. So the reason that it sells out every time is because it's worth it. And sometimes people just are like, I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to do this other thing, and then I'm going to come back. So I have 3 spots. You should be one of them. See ya.